Hi, folks. This is Joe Haranick on Raven Alert, Raven Communications Alert. Um, I just noticed an article by Wayne Allen Root, who I met one time. I actually had dinner with him in Las Vegas one time during his show. He's a very nice guy and very bright. But his article is rather, let's say, it has uh, fiery content. Uh, he calls it California the American nightmare. Okay, what he points out, and he uses statistics to prove it, which is interesting. He said that there's 10 million immigrants into California itself, which is a big percentage of the population. California only has 12% of the population in the nation. Okay, it has the highest poverty rate in the nation, 35% welfare checks in the United States, total for the United States. 35%, it's 1/50th of a state, but 35% of all the welfare checks in America go to California. Okay, uh, the there's more people on welfare uh, than uh, than other countries in the world. In other words, we have the highest welfare state as a percentage. Okay, uh, they have 22% of the nation's homeless. This is a tragedy. Okay, uh, it leads the nation in debt. It has 1.5 trillion dollars in debt as a state. Okay, which is much higher than the pigs in Europe, the Portugal, Italy, Greece, and Spain. It has much higher as a percentage of GDP. They have 153%, which is insane. The highways are beginning to disintegrate. They haven't maintained them. Uh, the schools are a disaster. They keep going down every year, and they keep pouring more money into them. Uh, the It has the highest funding per pupil in the United States. I don't know what that is, but it's got to be above $8,000 or $9,000 per pupil. Uh, so they're pouring money into it, but they're not doing anything about it. It's a tragedy. Okay. Um, they also have the highest income taxes, sales taxes, gas taxes, excise taxes, private property taxes in America. Okay, why? Because they have to pay for the immigrants somehow. Okay, these people are hangers on. They aren't productive people. Okay, NBC journalists just surveyed San Francisco, the cities of San Francisco, city streets of San Francisco, and they reported back. It says it's the streets are filthy. I mean, really filthy. Needles, urine, piles of feces, smelly garbage piles. He says they're not cleaning it up. It's a horrible eyesore and smell store. It violates all the senses. Okay, medical experts say that this feces, once it dries, which will dry quickly in California, it can get airborne, and that airborne can infect people, including children. He reports one case where kids were going into a big building because it was a school outing, and they were going piles of feces and stuff. They had to walk by them. Okay. Um, the contamination, an expert told NBC News, uh, and I have to read this one, okay? Contamination in San Francisco is greater than the world's most dirty slums in Brazil, Kenya, and India. It's that bad, okay? This is a tragedy. Uh, and he points out this is what happens when you have um, open borders, you want diversity, and you have a welfare state which attracts these like honey to a bear. Okay, they come in because they got free education, free medical. They're safer than they are in their home countries. Uh, and they're encouraged by liberal politicians. Come one, come all. Okay, and the police won't do anything to you. It's now a sanctuary state. okay, which says basically the police can't even pick you up. If they do pick you up for anything, they can't hold you for anything, okay? Um, this is a state where the politicians look upon the taxpayers as targets, okay? And they're looking on somebody to be fleeced, to be taken advantage of, to be taxed, okay? The liberals are saying, how are we going to pay for all this? Well, we'll tax the top 1%. I haven't run the numbers, but if you tax the top 5%, everything they own, total income, it wouldn't pay for the travesty that's going on. I'm not talking about taxes. I'm talking about taking it all, and it wouldn't pay. This is how out of touch with reality this is. Um, and they're looking for the illegal aliens as their core constituency. This can't go on, folks. This is nutso land. When will the Californians wake up? They're destroying their current country as well as they've already killed their posterity. Who's going to pay for all those debts that are piling up? It just makes no sense. Okay, with that, I'll leave you. This is a Raven alert that this is a problem in America. It needs to be addressed. No one seems to be addressing it. But I like Wayne Allen Roots' approach, saying, "Hey, hear this, folks. This is crazy. Okay, it needs to be stopped." Okay, thank you. Until next time.